Click on the color wheel and select blue. Fine tip pen, click on line. And go to the back line about 2/3 to the right of center. Click, then come out, click, come over about 2/3 from center, click, then come back in perspective, click, and then back to the starting point, click. Click on the corner, draw a vertical line about 3 centimeters. Click on the other corner, come up about the same distance, and to the far corner, click and drag. Take the polyline tool, click, click, and click, and now you've defined the base of the lamp. Now click on the color wheel and click on red. Click on the fine tip pen. Decrease the width. Click in the far corner of the rectangle. Drag over to the other corner and click. Click in the right corner and drag over to the bottom left and click. Using the perspective grid as an aid, draw a line from the side and go through the center to the other side and click. From the side corner, count up 4.5 squares and then click. Use the perspective grid to draw a line from that point back over to the left and click. Go to the center point that we just created, click, and bring it up in line with the perspective line we just drew. Draw another line using the perspective grid from that corner and click. Then go to the end point, click, and go vertically and click. Go to the center of that rectangle by going to the intersection point, click, and drag up to the center and click. Now come over about 1/3 of the distance from center, click, and then drag and go vertically and click. Again 1/3 over, click, and then come up, drag, and click. Now come over 1/3 of this line, click, go to the far corner and click. Repeat this process on the left side. Come over about 1/3 the distance, click, and go to the far corner on the bottom, click. Now, following the perspective grid, create the back lines to give the three-dimensional view of these parts. I go back in perspective, click, go to the left, click, back to the starting point, then up to the corner, click, drag down, click, then to the bottom corner and click. I'm now using the line tool, click on the red, click, and I'll follow the perspective grid and complete the lines in black on layer 2 to define another part of the lamp. You continue to click on the corners on the red lines to fill out the rest of the object. I'm going to then click, move the slider, go to polyline, and create a polyline that is slightly thicker around the cutting edge of the object to give more contrast. Click, and then double click to end it. I'll click on layer 1, move the slider down to make it transparent. Several lines are still missing. Move the slider up. Now take the pen and go over the areas, click and click to replace those lines, then move the slider down, and everything is complete. Next, I'll click on layer 2, click on the slider and move it down to make it more transparent. Click on layer 3, click on the pen, size will be 1, click on the line tool, then click on the color wheel, green, click on a point at the intersection of the red line and the perspective grid. We're going to now go to the perspective point on the horizon line through the green point we just made and have it intersect with the vertical center line in the front of the perspective grid. Now click on the front corner and draw a vertical line. We'll be drawing a second perspective line through this intersection. Click on the endpoint on the horizon, go through the intersection, and then intersect, click with the vertical green line in the front. Click on the color wheel, click on purple, go to Fine Tip Pen, click, keep it small, click on line, and click at the intersection of the two green lines in the front edge. Go to the far side, click, come down halfway vertically, click, come back in perspective, click, go out in perspective, 2/3 out in this box, click, go up vertically, click, click on the back corner, go out in perspective and click, go to the front corner, click and go back in perspective, click, go to the front top corner, click and come down, click. Go 1/3 out and draw down to the front edge, click, go out in perspective, click, go down to the front edge, click, click on layer 2 to make it active, move the slider up for more contrast, click on Fine Tip Pen, click on black in the color wheel, click on Polyline, and click on each corner, drag to create the perimeter of the lampshade. Continue the lines inside to finish the object. Click on layer 3, move the slider down. We now have the basic outline of the shade completed. Click on layer 4, click on orange in the color wheel, click at the intersection of the green and red line, and up front click on the intersection of the purple and green line, both indicating the center of those objects. Click on the back dot and draw a line in perspective to the edge. Come forward in perspective using the grid and click. Come over, click, then go back to the edge and click. Come up vertically, then in perspective come forward, click. Go down vertically, click at the intersection. Go to the front corner, click, go up, click, then over and click. Go from there, back, click. Since this will extend back, we click, go back behind, over to the right, click, and then come forward and click. Click on layer 5 to make it active. Click on Fine Tip Pen. Adjust the width for a thicker line. Click on Polyline. Click around the perimeter of the lamp as an outline. To finish the line, double-click. Use the Line or Polyline tool to draw the thinner interior lines of the object to complete it before putting in color. Click and hide all layers except 5. Now I have a complete line drawing.